Hello guys. I think an average citizen of an average country, let's say somewhere in Europe, will know nothing about different types of bombs. And this is normal. Actually, this is the way it should be. Just a war ago, I knew nothing about different types of bombs, but unfortunately I had to learn really quickly and on practice. And all because of constant Russian attacks. Please never think that Ukrainians enjoy this survival mode, that we were born to be defenders and we love learning more about drones and bombs. We just don't have other choice. And just a war ago, we were exactly the same as you are now. But the more this war continues, the more Russia threatens the world, I feel like this kind of knowledge is necessary for you too. And today I want to share a new update on a new bomb that Russia decided to test on Ukrainian village, and that is a huge ODAB 1500 bomb. And the world did not react much. You will not find lots of articles in the media about this very dangerous bomb that to some extent may be compared to a tactical nuke. Let me tell you more in this video from an ordinary Ukrainian perspective. My name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight against Russian propaganda, fake news. And also, there is lots of useful experience that I hope you will never need, but still, it's better to be prepared. And my longtime friends, check your subscription status and hit notification button. So recently, in Sumy region, Russia dropped a bomb known as ODAB 1500. For Ukrainian, it's so difficult to say 1500, we typically say 1500. But anyway, this is a very big, very heavy bomb that very few Russian aircraft is capable of carrying. And the cloud of smoke that went up in the result of its explosion was longer than 1 kilometer. And this is, and I have put down this because still I need some support from my paper. This is a thermobaric project which puts flammable liquid in the air in the shape of aerosol, and typically this aerosol goes before the bomb reaches the target, like 10 meters before, to cause huge fire after the explosion. So first it puts this aerosol around the target and then it blows up and burns really quickly. These bombs they use to target Ukrainian troops, to target civilian infrastructure, and actually, they cannot take our territories, but they constantly ruin these territories. That's the only tactic that Russia uses in this war, which once again demonstrates us it's not about territories, it's not about resources, it's not about plants and factories, fields and, companies. It is fully and only about the destruction of us as a country and killing us as people. And this is a very big bomb. Typically, they used similar, like with marking 500, which makes them definitely smaller, and like the cause is different. But now they are trying to develop even larger. And toxic Russian Minister of Defense, which should be called Minister of Attack, Shoigu, recently visited the production place of such bombs, and they were talking about the construction of ODAB 300 was 3000. Honestly, and I've read lots of reviews in the international media, it's a silly project because they don't have such targets, they don't need such bombs, and they will be too heavy for aircraft they have available. People, if you're not yet subscribed, please do demonstrate your solidarity with Ukraine and all the sane world and help us share more information about this challenging times. This war continues. It has to be stopped, and it has to be stopped on our terms. So anyway, they are dropping on Ukraine everything they have. And this is constant evil. This is such a level of violence that I wish for you to never experience. But I would like to stress your attention that thinking that it is only nuclear weapons that we should be afraid of is a wrong thing. I will give you one example, and it terrified even me, and I'm a Ukrainian with like 25 months of war experience. When they wanted to take over Avdiivka, they could drop 150, 200 bombs a day. 150, 200 bombs a day. Sometimes like 10 bombers bombed Ukrainian positions simultaneously. And we're still waiting for a few F-16s, honestly. Sometimes I feel it's very, very, very unfair and unjust having it all, not giving it to the ones that need it so much. I know all the arguments, but 150 bombs dropped by Russians is a stronger argument a day. And this ODAB 1500 can sometimes be compared to tactical nukes. I honestly don't know why people are that much afraid like of a tactical nuke, and they are not afraid of some other bombs that Russians are using. These are all technologies that were used, it seems to me they were used first in Afghanistan, and they did not demonstrate the effect Soviets expected, and we all know they had to leave the country, but now they are testing them on the destruction of Ukrainian territory, Ukrainian infrastructure, and simply erasing some parts of my country from the face of earth. And it is something that we should never forgive. It is something that must stop every politician when saying, let's negotiate. No, never. And I think that this all documents, and it seems like NATO is celebrated its 75th anniversary today, we should review them, because many of international agreements, especially safety defense agreements, are not working, and we see that very clearly. And not just for Ukraine. Russia is testing lots of NATO countries, Poland, Romania, Denmark. There are lots of cases, and we don't want to escalate, but the bad thing that Russia will escalate, and we have to be prepared, and we have to react the way bullies understand. They do not understand negotiation, psychotherapy, art therapy, and other stuff that we can offer them from this very, very tolerant perspective. They understand real punishment and real isolation, not when you find details of American or European producers in Russian missiles that are targeted on Ukraine. So I hope I will not have many new names of bombs to learn, but this is just a hope, because when you have Russia as a neighbor, you have to be ready. But we are ready because we don't have other choice. Remember to subscribe to my Instagram to follow more updates. Actually, I'm recording this video during an air raid alert. Too many of them in my lifetime, I'd say. Not just this spring or this year, but for one person's lifetime. Join me on X, Threads. We have a beautiful Discord community, and we do plan a live stream this Saturday. Hope to meet you 9 p.m. Kyiv time. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons. It's an honor to have so many friends and dedicated supporters. You inspire, you add me strengths. And also we have a beautiful merch shop. No, there are no cats in it, but there are beautiful raccoons and lots of t-shirts that remind about Ukrainian cultural heritage and Ukrainian military resilience. So do check these items. They work well as conversation starters and reminders about Ukraine. And united we stand. Thank you so much for all the support that I feel. Slava Ukraini!